I wanted to introduce myself first. My name is Matt. I am part of the customer success team here at BlueTape, and I am also the host today. So, want to just welcome everyone to the webinar. Um, Today, we're going to be talking about unlocking the secrets to effective credit management and the right tools for growth and risk control for your business. So, very excited to have you guys. Very excited to share this great information with you guys, and it's going to be a good session today. So, before we dive in, just wanted to leave a housekeeping note. That Q&A box that we have in the bottom there, that is for you guys to ask questions, at any time. Feel free to really drop any question. There's no such thing as a bad question here, and we want to keep it interactive. So, yeah, throughout the presentation, we'll take pauses and address your questions, concerns, doubts, really just clarify anything you need because this time's for you. And yeah, we'll be covering some key strategies to help better manage your credit, your business as it scales. And so, yeah, we'll show you how BlueTape can be a solution and how it can streamline and optimize the credit management process of your business. So without further ado, I'll hand things over to Rick. He's our head of sales at BlueTape. He's the one who'll be, presenting today. So take it away, Rick.
Thanks, Matt. I just want to echo one thing. Ask a question, ask questions. We won't have a certain point where we stop and answer questions. So throw them out on the first slide, the fifth slide, the 10th slide of what we're discussing. And let's make this interactive and conversational through your chat. And of course, Matt, just feed those questions to me. I won't go over the slide, but I will, offer insight to how we are presenting this, and hopefully it will be beneficial. And again, if I haven't said it already 14 times, I'll say it 15th time. Love your questions. So, as businesses grow, credit management becomes more complex. You need to assess customer creditworthiness, manage risk, and stay on top of invoices while handling an increasing number of accounts. Without the right tools, it's easy for inefficiencies, bad debt, and cash flow issues to slip through the cracks. So the question is that beyond simple credit checks, what else can you do to learn more about your customer creditworthiness and manage the risk of offering terms to your customers? Let's take a look at some of the common credit management issues companies face. Number one, missed risk signals from customers who might not be as financially stable as you think. Businesses' creditworthiness changes for various reasons, such as increasing debt, change in credit score, or even bankruptcy. If you're not continuously assessing their creditworthiness, you could be caught off guard by a sudden default. So what's going on in their personal business and in the lives of that customer is going to ultimately affect you if you miss the signals. What about late payments? Late payments, which can cause cash flow problems, are another challenge. I don't think I need to go into great detail on this one. It's the most common complaint that we hear from our customers, again, on late payments. How about number three, manual processes that eat up time and leave room for error? When your team is relying on spreadsheets and paper trails to manage accounts, it's easy for mistakes to occur, causing further delays. Do you have an efficient way to look into overdue payments and help remind customers about their upcoming payments? These challenges can undermine your growth if not handled properly. I was uh, just a quick story. I was talking to a large supplier, over $100 million revenue, and they were looking at some of these challenges. And I said, "What are you doing right now to manage risk, make proper assessments, determine credit worthiness?" They sent me an email with 10 separate apps of where they go to try to manage all this. And I'm talking about, all right, check this app. Okay, go now to this app. It'd be like an octopus trying to, spin a bunch of different plates. And this was a huge company. And I just thought that was interesting to, meet these challenges where they're spinning a bunch of different plates and still we're not comfortable. And hopefully we can, scale some of these problems and issues and challenges. So let's go a little farther, Matt.
Thank you, Rick. And
What's
just
Yep.
brief, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to say we had a few additional participants join. And so just as a reminder, this presentation is interactive, ideally. Our head of sales, Rick, wants to answer any questions at all that you have. So use the Q&A box below, and no such thing as a bad question. So feel free to ask away. Thank
Yep.
you.
Interrupt at any time. Seriously. We're just talking about inefficiencies. We're talking about having multiple apps or sometimes nothing, literally, I talk to companies, suppliers, Matt, that are doing things on a handshake. Others are bringing in, 10 different apps to decide on things. And it comes down to inefficiencies, which equal higher cost and higher risk. And none of us want that. So, what's the true cost of inefficiencies in credit management? When you're not operating with optimal systems, you're incurring hidden costs. Higher operational costs from manually processing invoices and chasing payments, higher risk of default or bad debt due to a lack of real-time monitoring, and ultimately a hit to your business's financial health. Not to mention when you're constantly reacting to issues rather than preventing them, you lose valuable time that could be spent on growth initiatives. Today, we're going to explore how to address these inefficiencies with the right tools, reducing both the financial and operational burden on your business. Again, I just want to, I always like to bottom line things. All right, let's make this simple. You're going to 10 different places, you have 3 different people doing 3 different things, and it creates inefficiencies. Inefficiencies are always going to cost you more, always going to take longer, and cause headaches, just like the lady's doing right there. What? So just think about your processes, and let's see if we can't get these streamlined and answer some questions here. So ask yourself, do you have the right tools to manage your credit process effectively? I'll say that one more time. Do you have the right tools to manage the process effectively? Those are some key words. Many businesses rely on outdated systems that simply aren't designed for the scale and complexity of today's credit challenges. Tools that worked well when you had fewer customers may no longer be enough. I'll go back to our webinar a month or so ago. We used to do things on ledger sheets, those big books that you see now in the movies when somebody walks into the general store in 1879 and they pull out the ledger. And then the advent of spreadsheets, then the advent of software like QuickBooks and NetSuite and those different things. As times change, businesses grow, customers increase, needs increase. There's demands on efficiency and proper tools. In most cases, you are also competing with big box stores such as Home Depot that have a lot of systems and optimized processes already in place. You know, they work in skyscrapers and they have floors, complete floors devoted to this. Most of us, you know, are doing something in the back office. So again, uh, being proactive and having these things in place, I can't say it enough. To stay ahead, you need solutions that provide automation, real-time insights, and risk mitigation. Take a look at your softwares, at your software. Take a look at your systems and think if they are addressing all your challenges. As you scale your business, you're going to have bigger and more customers. Is your credit management system ready to handle that? Are you confident to approve customers for 6 or 7-digit credit numbers? Again, I'm confident. Key point. So, what are the essential tools every growing business needs for effective credit management? Let's discuss them. Number one, automated credit checks. These allow you to evaluate customer creditworthiness quickly and efficiently. Automation reduces the risk of human error and speeds up the decision-making process, ensuring you're working with accurate and up-to-date information. It helps you improve your credit decision, reduce your risk, and offer extended terms to your customer with confidence. You know, think about your folks that are in sales. I hear this a lot from sales. We're not getting answers fast enough. We're not getting enough credit to that customer, and sales has these headaches from being out on the front lines. So, do you have automated credit checks that make and ensure the expediency of decisions? What about risk monitoring? Number two, this is crucial for identifying potential red flags before they become major problems. Instead of waiting for late payments to pile up, risk monitoring allows you to track the financial health of your customers on an ongoing basis, helping you make informed decisions about extending credit. You know, uh, they come in, customer that is, fills out the application. This process is only beginning at that point. 10 transactions have gone on in the last 3 months. Are you continuously monitoring? Because things do change. And to be proactive on that lets you go to sleep easier at night and looking out for both you and your customers. What about payment tracking? This can be a headache. You need to know at a glance who owes you what and when. Payment tracking tools help you to stay organized, follow up on late payments promptly, and maintain a healthy cash flow. You'll hear that word a lot, cash flow. So again, setting yourself up for success, having automated credit checks in place, speeding up the time for decision making and proper decision making, risk monitoring. You know, are you continually being proactive in this department of risk monitoring? And then finally, payment tracking. Matt, you have a question?
I do, yes. So this question, I believe, pertains to these three features that we have on the slide here. And the question is, do you have a team that's working on these services for us, or are these automations?
So it can be, both. We have a team, through BlueTape, and we'll get more to that in the second half of this webinar, Matt, about what our team does and what the automated portion of our processes and our services do, to be real specific on that. So it's kind of a hybrid. We're here with our team of experts to service you in these three automated credit checks, continuous risk monitoring, payment tracking. So we have a team to serve you, but we put the processes in your hands also, where it's quitting time and you need to check something, or you get into the office early and you need to know something, and it's right there at your fingertips on your device. Hope I answered that question thoroughly, and if I didn't, please feel free to expound on it if you need further clarification. Was
Thank
that
you,
it?
Rick.
Was that it on that one?
I think you hit the nail on the head. So there's software, there's automations, and there's a team that's there to help.
Right.
So
Yeah. So the team sitting behind there, where you have the security of knowing that an email, a phone call away, to make sure that your questions are answered. And we'll get more into that here in the specifics in the second half. One of the key aspects of modern credit management is real-time monitoring. Real-time data allows you to continuously assess your customers' financial health, adjust payment terms as needed, and catch potential risk before they escalate. Imagine knowing the moment a customer's financial situation begins to change, and being able to proactively adjust your approach to mitigate risk. I had already mentioned it. After the application, after extending credit, the process only begins at that point. And this is not just has a negative connotation that your customer's situation may change in a downward trend of mounting debt, potential bankruptcy, but it also, how many times have you had customers come back to you and say, I need an increase? I need an increase in my line of credit. How many times has that happened? And instead of going with the gut and wonder how things are going, right here, real-time monitoring makes you, or allows you, to make that informed decision proactively. Credit management isn't something you can set and forget. Again, the process only begins at the point of application. A customer's financial situation can change rapidly, and if you're not continuously assessing risk, you could get caught off guard. Ongoing credit assessment enables you to stay on top of an evolving risk and adjust your approach as needed. Adapt and adjust, adapt and adjust. That's in sports, that's in military, and that's in business. And when it comes to that, you have to adapt and adjust, because your customers are coming back. Either there's a issue that's going to create late payments and eventual default, or there's money left on the table where they could practically and intelligently receive an increase, thus buying more. There's a major difference between proactive and reactive credit management. Waiting until there's a problem often means it's too late to prevent losses. By adopting a proactive approach, using tools that allow real-time tracking and ongoing assessments, you can mitigate issues before they impact your business. Ongoing credit assessment ensures that you're continuously evaluating and adjusting your credit policies based on the latest information. This proactive approach allows you to reduce the risk of defaults and better protect your business as market conditions or your customers' financial situations change. You're going to hear that word again: being proactive, having a system in place to make the proper decisions at the proper time, ongoing. And that's another key word that you'll continue hearing a theme of. It's not set it and forget it. It's having the tools in place that make it easy for you to automate your decisions and making the proper and right time decisions. Streamlining your credit decision-making process is another key element. With the right tools, you can assess customer credit worthiness quickly and accurately, freeing up your team to focus on other areas. Faster decisions mean less time spent chasing down payments and more time driving growth. I just want to rest on this, freeing up your team. Your team is not going to be replaced. This isn't a robot thing, and a lot of people get fearful of. This allows your team to be at their best, to be at their most efficient. And again, I love that statement right there. Uh, it Faster decision means less time spent chasing down payments, more time driving growth. That's what we all want. So this is an enhancement, an add-on, a cherry on top that makes these things grow. I just love that statement. As your business grows, your credit management tools must scale with it. What worked when you had 100 customers won't be enough when you have 1,000. Scalable systems ensure you can handle higher transaction volumes without sacrificing accuracy or efficiency. This is crucial for long-term success. I can't tell you, Matt, how many times I've had this discussion. Um, you have, okay, you have I'll just make an easy round number. Uh, you have 100 customers that are walking through the door, professional customers walking through the door regular basis. How many of those are being extended terms? And I get back 25. So 25% of your customer base is being able to leverage extended terms, trade credit terms. Why isn't 50%? Why isn't 75%? And I hear this more often than not. We don't have the processes in place to determine if another 25% can be offered trade credit. And it's not heartbreaking like an illness, but it's heartbreaking in terms of growth is stunted at that point. And I don't even have to say it. It's the big elephant in the room. It's just that elephant in the room is growth, which we all want, long-term success, which we all want, is stunted because of processes, tools not being in place to make that happen, to grow from 25 customers having credit to 50 to 75, and knowing that you're securely making those proper decisions. It's a really, really important fact to consider. So no matter how proactive you are, bad debt can still happen. The key question is, what's your strategy when it does? Having an effective collection strategy is crucial to mitigating the impact of unpaid invoices and recovering lost revenue. Some businesses wait too long before taking action, allowing small issues to become large, unmanageable debts. But the best approach is to act quickly and, there's that word again, systematically. So, what are some of the key points to that? Automated reminders. It's a simple but effective way to keep customers on track without manual intervention. Again, that's helping your team. How about early intervention? It helps you to reach out to customers before a missed payment becomes a serious problem, maintaining a good relationship while addressing the issue. And that's always a fear factor, if you will. Interacting with my customers, keeping my customers happy, but also keeping your bottom line happy, while not alienating the customer. So again, maintaining a good relationship is what we all want while addressing issues. How about structured follow-up processes? They're vital for staying organized and ensuring that overdue accounts don't slip through the cracks. When initial steps fail, having the right tools in place for escalation, whether it's working with a collection agency or pursuing legal action, is essential to recovering as much as possible. So, again, issues, having automated reminders, having early intervention processes in place, and then having a structured follow up process. Are these things that you're discussing in house to, again, being able to sleep more securely at night and growing your business at the same time? So, in this section coming up, we'll discuss the importance of not just relying on one approach, but building a robust, multi step plan for collecting overdue payments efficiently and effectively. Also, proper collection strategies that ensure when bad debt happens, you're ready to handle it. How are we doing on questions, Matt?
Actually, we did have a question regarding you said the speed of credit decisions. And so I wanted to know when you say that we can, you know, have credit decisions done quickly, how quickly is that? Maybe you could add some color to that.
Yeah. So I always say this: it's a two-sided coin. As your business has the proper tools in place, you can make a decision within the hour if all the information has been provided. Uh, the impetus is on your customer to make application and to provide the proper documentation that the tools are able to assess, again, quickly and efficiently, to give you the best decision. Not only the decision, because this is the easy part, approved or denied, that's an easier decision based on factors. The tougher part is it going to be a $25,000 credit line, a $100,000 credit line, $500,000 credit line? And so it's kind of a twofold thing. If everything's in place, the documentation's there after application's completed, Matt, that can be quick. I mean, we're talking an hour, same day. And salespeople like that, the customer likes that. When documentation's needed to make the best decision, again, that could be the difference between a $25,000 decision or a $100,000 decision. It takes a little bit longer if that documentation isn't in. So it's really two-sided. Uh, your business having the proper things in place and your customer providing the correct information. Hope that answers that.
It does. We got a thank you. So
All
that's great.
right. So now that we've explored the key tools and strategies, it's time to ask yourself, are you ready to level up your credit management? Many businesses struggle with credit management because they rely on an outdated process and tools that no longer serve their needs. This is an opportunity to assess whether your current system is truly supporting your growth, or if it's time to adopt modern tools that can help you scale efficiently while reducing risk. Scale efficiently, reduce risk. That brings us to the solution we've been building up to. If you're looking for a way to implement these strategies seamlessly and take control of your credit management process, BlueTape offers a powerful AR management solution designed to help businesses like yours scale efficiently while minimizing risk. I don't need to say it again. Scale efficiently, minimize risk. Let's take a closer look at how BlueTape can support your growth. And this is what I alluded to earlier. Let's now look at the specific processes, from that first question. Before we dive deeper into what BlueTape offers, I want to share some key figures that demonstrate the tangible impact BlueTape has had on our customers' businesses. Just take a look at company A, company B, company C. So how a small business 2.5 million with $1 million in-house credit sales has grown their credit sales to 8 million, going from 6 credit accounts to 28 credit accounts with BlueTape. So that's company A example. Gone from 1 million in-house to now 2.5. Look at how the arrows are pointing up there just under company A. And those give you some real valued numbers right there. These numbers demonstrate how BlueTape can make a real difference. And now I'll walk you through exactly how our solution works and why it's so effective. And before I leave this slide, Matt, look at how the DSO, day sales outstanding, that's where the arrow you want that to go down right there. Day sales outstanding. BlueTape is the only solution that you need to run your in-house credit efficiently and scale your business. It helps your team to manage every aspect of your credit, from easy to use simplified applications to underwriting, payments, and collections. We take care of all the heavy lifting, allowing your team to focus more on what's important to your business. You can use BlueTape to get an advance pay on your invoices, and we take care of automated reminders and collections. So let's take a deeper dive and see how everything works. And remember that first question. We have the BlueTape team to serve you, and then we have the automated services at your fingertips to make all this happen. And remember how I alluded to that large company, $100 million plus. They sent me their list of tools that help them make a decision, not only on approval or denial, but also on credit. And they're going to literally 10 different places. Of course, that's 10 different subscriptions. Right here, all these check marks equal to one thing: BlueTape AR Advance. Go ahead, Matt. I see you've got another question.
Thank you, Rick. Yes, we have a question here. We want to learn more about ROI. Is it possible to book a meeting or to have a consultation, with anyone at BlueTape to talk about ROI specifically for our company?
100%. I'll have this at the end, but I'll throw it out right now. My name is Rick Butler. And at the end, you'll have my email, which is rick.butler@bluetape.com. And I've got my phone sitting right next to me here. And it rings right here into my office, Matt, at 925-905-1665. I'll have all this at the end for you also, but if you're able to jot that down, feel free to shoot me an email and let's schedule that. rick.butler@bluetape.com. You want to discuss ROI or anything else that is affecting or need assistance in your business. Any follow up on that, Matt?
Got a thank you here as well. So
Okay.
appreciate it.
Yeah. So just for clarity, before I move on, all the check marks, one place, one tool equals AR Advance. So let's take a deeper dive. So BlueTape makes the credit application process seamless and accessible, whether your customers prefer using a phone, the web, or even traditional paper applications. The flexibility ensures that your business can cater to all types of customers, those who are tech savvy, as well as those who may prefer more traditional methods. Talk to a supplier that literally works with a few customers that come up on a horse and buggy, and And this question was raised very early in the process of them coming aboard with us. True story. So we want to cater to who you cater to, because that's what grows your business, the people that were walking through the door. What's even more important is that every credit application comes with a lengthy binding agreement. These agreements are designed to protect your rights across the country, ensuring that you're always covered when it comes to liens, guarantees, and other legal protections. This always comes up in conversation also. By offering a streamlined application process, you make it easier for customers to apply while securing your business interests. Whether it's online or offline, BlueTape ensures your credit applications are comprehensive, enforceable, and easy to manage so you can focus on growing your business without worrying about the fine print. Credit decisions can be time consuming and often lack the depth needed to fully assess a customer's creditworthiness. BlueTape changes that with AI powered credit decisioning, leveraging over 160 data points to make fast, accurate, and reliable decisions. What does that mean for your business? Well, we don't rely solely on traditional methods like credit scores or financial statements. Instead, our system pulls data from a variety of sources, ensuring you get more comprehensive view of each customer. Next, this data driven approach allows us to make faster decisions, often providing credit approvals in minutes. That goes back to that question earlier about the time in process. This helps you to avoid delays and keep your operations moving smoothly. This level of credit decision making that you simply can't expect your team to achieve in-house. It takes a lot of time and resources that might not be easily available to them. Talk to an owner of a mid-size that was a mid-size supplier, and he says, Rick, every time we make a decision, this is before BlueTape, I got a bad taste in my mouth because I walk away just not sure. This gives him now that assurity that he can walk away and feel good about the decision that was made, not only from approval or denial, but also credit amount. The best part, these smart decisions ensuring that you're not giving too little credit to reliable buyers or overextending risk to higher risk clients. Again, I think right here, in terms of where the best part occurs, is, and I can't tell you how many conversations, Rick, I have clients coming back all the time for asking for higher credit limits, and we're just not sure. And it always comes down to, one key thought: money's being left on the table when they would very well be able to utilize an increase. They're going to buy more. They're going to grow their business. When your customer grows their business, they're coming back to your business for more. So I can't tell you how many times I've had the discussion, we're leaving money on the table because we're just not sure about increases. So think about this in a positive sense, not just who we shouldn't offer it to, but who should we offer it more to. Think about it that way also. BlueTape empowers your business with the right tools to make smarter, faster credit decisions, helping you grow while keeping the risk in check. Effective credit management doesn't stop once a credit line is extended. With BlueTape's ongoing risk management tools, you can continuously monitor the health of your customer's business using AI-driven insights. This proactive monitoring helps detect potential red flags before they become major issues. For example, if a customer is showing signs of financial instability, whether it's bankruptcy, lawsuits, judgments, or liens, you can hold or even close customer accounts if risk factors are detected. Avoiding keyword, avoiding exposure to uncollectible debt. This keeps your business protected and prevents you from being caught off guard. BlueTape also helps you manage legal protections like mechanics liens, UCC1 filings, and PMSI, which is purchase money security interests, ensuring that your business has the proper legal safeguards in place, even in complex credit situations. We got it covered here for you, folks. With ongoing risk management, BlueTape ensures you stay ahead of potential issues, protecting your cash flow, there's that word again, and reducing financial exposure. A solid payment portal is also a necessary tool for any company that's scaling. It helps you improve your customer payment experience and makes it easier for them to pay your invoices and improves your cash flow as a result. BlueTape offers you a white label payment portal with your branding. It will give you a visibility to your customers and their balances. And finally, it automates payments and reminders. So your team no longer needs to worry about chasing down overdue invoices. It allows you to accept credit cards securely, take ACH, bank transfer, or other extended terms to your customers then and there. Easy and just with a few clicks. You can also customize to add late fees or easy payment discounts to incentivize your customer to make payments on time. It'll also work with your existing ERP to automate your AR process. And you can also add it to your e-commerce platform on your website, which is really becoming a big thing, e-commerce. Matt, was there a question?
Yes, we do have a question that just came in. Our company uses QuickBooks. Does this work with that?
Yes.
Adam?
Yeah. And I would I know that there's QuickBooks Online, there's QuickBooks Desktop, etc. Would like to learn a little bit more about your business and how you're using QuickBooks, but the short answer is yes.
Yes, it is QuickBooks Online.
Okay. Yep. So QuickBooks Online and BlueTape can integrate. In other words, they can talk to each other.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So let's look at managing collections in-house. Managing collections in-house can be a major drain on time, resources, and employee morale. I can't tell you, we talk to, and especially I know you do, Matt, you and Alyssa talk to a lot of folks there in the back office, the folks that make our businesses run that are behind the scenes. And morale sometimes when you're having to be a collection agent is not always the fun stuff. And in fact, it's a drain. It really is. So from uncomfortable collection calls to the tedious process of sending statements and following up on payments, it's a cycle that never ends. With BlueTape, you can eliminate these challenges. So here's our solutions. And before I get to them, Matt, question.
Yes, another one came in saying that we use WooCommerce. Is that something that the BlueTape payment portal could be used alongside?
Did I hear you say WooCommerce? WOO WooCommerce?
That's right.
Yeah, yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Could you ask that question one more time, just so the listener can make sure that they heard that correctly? And I'll say yes, affirmative to that again. Ask that question one more time.
Yes, we use WooCommerce.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something the BlueTape portal, payment portal can be used with?
That is yes.
Positive. Thank you.
Okay. With BlueTape, you can eliminate these challenges. Here's our solution. So again, challenges. ongoing process, late payment calls, collection calls. It just gives a bad taste in your mouth. How can we automate the collection process so your team spends less time chasing unpaid invoices? Removes the need for awkward phone calls and back and forth communication with customers over overdue payments. Yuck again. We help you transition away from manual processes like collecting checks or physically sending payment reminders. Automate end of the month statement delivery, meaning no more rushed late night efforts to get everything in order. With BlueTape, you can reward customers for paying early, incentivizing timely payments while boosting cash flow. Set the right incentives using late fee. So BlueTape allows you to streamline the entire process and focus on growing your business instead of managing unpaid invoices. Your back office staff will love that. And finally, BlueTape AR Advance solution allows you to get an advance on your invoices. It helps you access the cash flow that you need to scale your business, and you don't have to worry about payment reminders and collections. So that is AR Advance, getting an advance on your invoices. In short, BlueTape gives you all the credit management tools to scale your business. You have access to resources that help you sell more to your existing customers with extended terms, attract new customers with higher purchasing power, and increase your customers' buying power. Think of BlueTape as an extension. I want to really stress that point, an extension, an enhancement of your team that is there to take care of your trade credit and payment, allowing you to focus on other aspects of your business that matter to you more, doing the fun stuff. We give your customer more ways and smoother ways to pay their invoices, with you being still in charge of your relationship with your customers. And I think that's important. You're still in charge of the relationship with your customer. They also can take advantage of BlueTape award greater customer success team in case they have any questions and comments. So take advantage of BlueTape and our customer success team in case you have any questions and comments. Go ahead, Matt.
So we had a question come in asking, I think you might have just answered it, but does BlueTape support my customers as well? If we were to start with BlueTape and my customer needed help with their account, who would be there to help? I think I can take this one. Yeah, so we have a customer success team composed of Alyssa Granison and myself. And yeah, we are here online at your service, at the service of your customers to help with really anything they need help with. So yeah, if you were to need it, we're there to help.
Yep, and that's I think that's one of the what you, Matt, and what you and Alyssa are able to offer, just that peace of mind to our clients, is invaluable. And I'm not saying that to butter you up, but I get that so much. So thank you for answering that. As I said earlier, I think somebody asked about ROI. There's my direct number, and there's my email. I'm Rick Butler. I'm humble enough to say, I hope, that I will answer your questions and give you the right insight. But the humble part is, I've got a team behind me that will get you even more specific answers if there's something I can't provide you. So we'll cover all your bases. So I always say that, my job is to be the conduit to get you to the right people within our business, like Matt and Alyssa and Sarah, etc., where you're going to know these folks on a first name basis because that's the service we want to provide. This is a people business. So, with the right system in place, you can take full control of your accounts receivable, streamline your operations, and unlock new opportunities for growth. If you're ready to take the next steps, whether you're looking to improve your cash flow, reduce your bad debt, build a scalable credit process, the time to act's now. Feel free to reach out, of course, with any questions, and we'll get you pointed in the right direction, give you peace of mind, and hopefully have a little fun doing so while we're doing it.
Yeah, thank you again for everyone who attended today. We'll send you a copy of this recording, and we're at your service if you really needed anything at all. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate you, Matt.